I saw this post and it really hit home. This is the sad reality of the world we live in today. Most of us are drowning in debt. We're never really moving the needle when it comes to our finances, and we spend decades stuck in debt, paying interest back to the banks, and we don't know what else we can really do, even though we're all trying our best. It's not because you're irresponsible, you made some bad decisions. Now, of course, that does happen from time to time, but the vast majority of us didn't grow up with money. We didn't grow up with rich families or parents, so we only know what we know. Unfortunately, unless you start to learn and take the time to understand investing strategies, real estate strategies, you really don't know what is available to you out there in the world. But I'll say this first lien HELOC completely changed the way I look at mortgage financing. I heard about this strategy when I first got into business way back in the day because there were some investors from Hawaii, where I'm from, that was using it. I didn't really understand what they were doing, but I did know that they were paying off homes a lot quicker than the average person using a home equity line of credit. As much as you might see this and think this is too good to be true, it's really not. It's just math, because the banks know on a 30-year fixed mortgage that you will stay in that mortgage maybe 6 to 8 years. You're gonna buy, sell, refinance, do something to your mortgage, take out a HELOC, and for most of you, you're always gonna revert back to another 30-year fixed mortgage. I've talked to a handful of people this week that literally were thinking about refinancing because they're at like a 6 or 7% interest rate, and the servicer that they're making their payments to is calling them to refinance them into a lower rate. But seeing these strategies, they realize that that's a vicious game that the banks want you to play. There's examples like this every day that I talk to people. We can literally get them out of a 20-something year mortgage, pay it off within a few years. Anything different with the strategy? You're just using your HELOC just like a checking account. You make your normal debits, deposits, credits, whatever you want to do with it. You can take the money out, you pay your bills. You have access to more equity than what you currently do in your current situation. A HELOC gives you so much more freedom on how you manage your money, how you manage your mortgage, how fast or slow you want to pay it off. You get to call the shots, not the bank. Every single person that gets on a Zoom call with me leaves the call understanding how this works, and they're all thankful that they understood it after the call because they realize that there is a better way to paying off debt and getting themselves out of this rat race. So if you don't want this to be you, I would recommend being open-minded and realizing that there are better strategies than what we've all been just brainwashed with for the last how many decades of what a mortgage is supposed to be. If you're tired of being in debt, or if you're just open-minded and want to learn the strategy, comment the word "run it" below. We will get on a Zoom call. I'll get your numbers from you and I'll show you exactly what the potential would be if you were to use this strategy. And then it's up to you at that point. Do you want to stay in debt? Do you want to pay your home off faster? The knowledge I can give to you, but the action, you've got to decide on your own.